It's Tom, your frugal prepper. This is my best Snap-on Junkie imitation. Been working on it. You know what I mean? I need to work on this because I need a big giant Snap-on stuff behind me, and I don't have that. So I got a little Snap-on toolbox back there. There we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Hey there, YouTube! It's Tom, your frugal prepper. How the heck are you? Okay, so what I'm going to do is some product reviews. Just from my DIYer perspective, I like to tinker around the garage, work on the weekends, fix my own vehicles, help other people out fix their vehicles. I love doing mechanical things. I find it very therapeutic from my normal job, which is a network engineer. I want to talk today about some brakes. You know, if we're DIYer guys, we've all put our own brakes on our car, and if we've watched Eric go, we've learned that we got to start using some of this brake lubricant stuff and lubing our slide pins and sandblasting or flat filing the rust off and putting the grease in the right places and, you know, doing things right. And, you know, I used to just pad slap stuff too and not care, and there was a day when I was much poorer, but, you know, as time goes on, and I learned, I continued to do the best job that I can, and I try to do things that way. So, but anyway, we've all done brakes. We've all had to buy brake parts. So if you go to like AutoZone, Advance, O'Reilly's, they always have like their silver line, their gold line, and their platinum lines, and all that stuff. And I think Advanced Platinums are pretty darn good brakes, but they're kind of pricey. And, you know, the silver stuff, just the rotors warp and you know, your pads are gone in no time, brake dust everywhere, and they never fit right, and you got to bench grind them to get them in there. But I have been buying brakes the last few times I've done brakes for myself or other people, and I have a set of these on the Hyundai, and I'm getting ready to put a set on the PT Cruiser, and these things are awesome, and they're cheap. It's an eBay seller called Brake Motive. I'll put a link to his eBay store down below. He's not paying me anything for this. I'm just trying to pass the information on because it might help someone else. And the brakes from this seller are good. So they're from China, but they are machined, drilled, and slotted in the USA, and they're directional drilled and slotted rotors. They're zinc plated. They have a lot of cooling fins in here, more than a lot of your cheaper ones. They're nice and thick. Just, you know, a really nice looking rotor. And I can tell you that the drilled and slotted thing, it helps in a lot of ways. And it makes it so I can stop faster in my Hyundai. It does not have any lock brakes. And, man, I hit the brakes, man, and that thing is much easier to threshold brake so that it's not locking up, but it's right at the edge of it. I can stop a lot faster with these. With the AutoZone stuff I had on there before, man, I just wanted to lock that tire up right away. It was really hard to find that edge. These don't seem to have the warping problem, you know, cheap rotors from AutoZone, not necessarily their platinum or whatever, but the cheap ones. Seems like after 6 months or so, you know, you hit the brakes and, you know, like, oh great, warped rotors. I haven't had these on my Hyundai for 6 months yet, but man, I just really don't feel any sign of that at all. They're just super smooth, even under heavy braking. And I think that's just because they run cooler with the extra cooling fins and with the being drilled and slotted. These also, you know, I got both rotors here and the pads. These are ceramic pads. They come with new brake hardware for the pads. They don't come with like your pin and boot kit, so you have to buy that separate, like at AutoZone, if you need it for $10. I always look and see if mine's in good shape or it needs replaced before I just order it. A lot of times if it's a customer buying parts to bring them over, I say customer, but a person I'm doing cheap work for, I'll tell them just buy a pin and boot kit and we'll replace it. But on mine, I usually see if I can get by without it. So yeah, nice ceramic pads that come with the hardware. These always fit in really nice. A lot of times you'll notice on cheap pads that you get, like the silver ones from Advance, the cheapity cheaps, that there's a, you have to go around and really clean up the edges because they don't have good, clean, smooth edges. These do, and they fit in there really well. You can tell somebody has gone through and really cleaned these edges up for you already. And in every case, when I've installed their pads, they fit really well. I've just been really happy with these brakes and this whole thing. Ceramic pads with new hardware, rotors, Rodent slotted zinc plated rotors with extra fins and nice heavy rotors, was $74 shipped to my door, and it arrived the next day. So I ordered it yesterday morning. It was here tonight. Now the Hyundai ones, I ordered them later in the afternoon and it took 2 days. It came on the day after. I think I just missed the shipping cutoff. But yeah, these are what I'm going to be buying and what I'll recommend that people buy. You go to the eBay store, they have rotors for just about everything. You can pick your make and model. If you don't see it listed on the store, contact the seller and they'll put up a special auction for what you're looking for, what you need. So that might help save some people some money to get some really good, decent brakes. Cheaper than you can buy the cheap brakes most of the time. For my Hyundai, I want to say they were $54 total, complete and shipped. They were a little more expensive for the PT Cruiser. Of course, they're a little bit bigger of a rotor. But maybe that'll help somebody. Check it out. Maybe try them next time you do brakes on your car and see what you think. I'll talk to y'all later. This is Tom, your Frugal Prepper.